on the YouTube channel, and I explore 84, a guy named
YouTube channel already fake. He lost some viewership and wanted to fake a ghost video to boost his viewer numbers.
Brian explores abandoned places in Northern Ireland. Now,
Granted,
it should be
I would
mentioned that
do the
Brian
same
is
thing.
not a ghost hunter or a paranormal investigator. In fact, he says he doesn't believe in ghosts at all.
I want to start
Just kidding.
saying
I'm not that down bad. If I'm posting a ghost video on my channel, it's because I'm actually actively trying to be Zach Bagans.
very, very skeptical. I don't believe in any of this stuff. I'm open to the possibility slightly, but even from the age of 9, 10, I slept in a graveyard for like 5 hours in the middle of the night because I wasn't afraid of it. Doesn't bother me, don't believe in it.
But
Did he just say when he was 9 years old he would sleep in a graveyard?
But even from the age of 9, 10, I...
Chat. This man slept in the graveyard.
slept in a graveyard for like 5 hours in the middle of the night because I wasn't afraid of it. Doesn't bother me, don't believe in it.
But Brian
Oh my
recently
God.
had an experience that might make him reevaluate his feelings about the supernatural. You see, a few weeks ago, he explored an old abandoned theater in Omagh, Northern Ireland. As he walked into one of the screening rooms, he captured something.
I want to know how these people do this shit and like don't have a ton of like court fees, because I went urbexing several times and then I ended up with a trespassing charge and now I can't urbex anymore. So like, how the hell do these guys do this all the time?
That he just can't explain.
Gonna go in here, right? So the thing I'll say, get in here.
I hear whispering.
In here, it smells of smoke, which means people are smoking in here. And then what'll happen? The place will burn down. Jesus Christ! Like honestly.
And this time, did you hear it?
Get in
Yes.
here.
Also, what
Brian
flashlight
walks
is that?
into
That's a cool
screening
flashlight.
room. Two unexplained voices can be heard whispering in the darkness. They seem to be talking about Brian as they both say, "It's people." Brian says that he had no idea what he had recorded until
I
he
got some
uploaded
chills.
his video and read the viewer comments.
So, 5 o'clock in the morning, woke up, got a notification from someone on YouTube who commented in video saying that, don't mean to freak you out, but at 8 minutes 40 in your video from the cinema that you did the weekend there, there's someone whispering in your ear. So then the guy on YouTube messaged again, he goes, by the way, it actually says, it's people.
Brian also says that there was absolutely no one else inside the theater.
But the thing is, if you knew the cinema and where I was at, it's a closed hall with 3 rooms, 3 cinemas. The thing is,
No,
if you
no,
knew
no,
the
this is
cinema
how you know it's
and where
haunted.
I was at, it's a closed hall
There's a ghost drawn right here. Somebody was already trying to warn him.
with 3 rooms, 3 cinema rooms. I was in all 3 rooms. I walked around all 3 rooms twice. I come down back past that hall on the way out. So that's 3 times I was around that place. There was no one there. There was no one there. And it's not as if I was hearing someone's voice through the wall. It was a whisper, and it was right beside where I was at. I can't explain it. I just can't. And I don't think I've missed anything, and I cannot explain this. And it is freaky as shit. Honestly, I've never caught anything like this ever in video.
But what do you think? Did Brian record the voices of
I think he added it in post. What kind of YouTube name? NI Explore 84. Oh my lord, he's got 400 subs. Ghost House. I thought this was the theater. I was gonna be like, there's no way that the theater is literally that first video. Oh, here it is. Abandoned Cinema. Of course, this one has the most views. I'm here due to YouTube's Wilderness Whispers. It's kind of not really a wilderness type thing. Visit channel because Nuke's top 5. Aw, yeah. We'll give it a like. Yeah, it's definitely his most popular video. Bro really just walks around abandoned buildings.
On the back of it, when you're down, this would have been a back entrance. So, and then in here.
Honestly, this should have more views because
Here.
a lot of people love watching this kind of content. People were hung here. Yikes. This one, I could tell, didn't do well because of that statement. The algorithm probably picked up on that thumbnail and was like, yeah, we're not going to push this video, bud. I thought that said Goon and Ghost House. The Goon and Ghost House. Oh, man. Okay, so this is him trying to catch lightning in a bottle after he lost the lightning from the cinema one.
She says in the video, as I walk.
The intros have no sound. I wonder if it's copyrighted music or not.
Hello. Have any of you ever heard of Cooning Ghost House?
No, but I've heard of Goon and Ghost House. Yo, actually, let's look at the shorts. That's it? So what was the video of him addressing the ghosts? Was that a TikTok?
Spirits that haunt the old
Video.
but
He just can't. And it's not as if it's if you knew the cinema.
Where's this
where it's
video?
at, it's a
Huh. Okay, whatever. It's probably on a TikTok.
It's a close round on the street. The side. I don't think I've missed anything. I've never caught
of spirits that family home when his
Too far, too far.
fiend. A guy named Ahmad was visiting his family
Imaginary
home when his
fiend.
7-year-old sister wanted to show him a cute little picture she'd drawn.
Oh,
But
no.
It wasn't a cute picture.
Not the
In fact,
pictures.
it was kind of horrifying.
Probably.
My picture I drew.
Your picture you drew.
That's Daddy, that's Mummy, and that's me.
And that's the demon that lives in the closet.
That's
Steve.
Steve. Who's Steve?
My friend.
Your imaginary friend.
My best friend.
Your best friend Steve. You've got a best friend that looks like this.
It's my best friend Steve.
Okay. I'm leaving the house.
The little girl's drawing of her nightmarish friend Steve went viral, even inspiring some viewers to create renderings of what Steve might look like in real life.
Wow. My best
Viewers
friend
of
Steve
Ahmad's
with the
video
heart
encouraged him
emojis.
to ask the little girl a few
That's
more questions
crazy.
about her imaginary friend Steve.
I love
And
it.
things went
I love
from
everything
bad
about it.
to worse.
Mama said you got 2 imaginary friends.
No, I've got 2 best friends.
You've got 2 best friends.
Yeah, 2. Do you want me to show you another picture?
Who's that?
Ooh, another one.
That's
Steve.
Yeah.
That's Margaret.
And who's that?
That's you.
That's me. Hey, but you spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's fake.
That's
That
me.
has to be fake. There's no way.
Mustache and your eyebrows.
My
And your dead eyeballs and your blood.
Yeah, your bushy eyebrows.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
But Steve doesn't like you.
Steve.
I mean, it is an
Doesn't like-
uncanny resemblance of him.
Yeah, but Margaret likes you.
Margaret likes me.
Dang, Margaret down
She's
bad.
holding your hand.
She's holding my hand. She's eating me. Are you sure Margaret likes me?
Yeah, she's holding your hand.
Do I need to be worried?
No,
No.
no.
Actually, this is not a joke. I have left the house.
Oh, man.
Um,
He's like,
and
alright,
Steve
peace
part
out.
4.
You're on your own.
I'll be honest, I'm not giving that update. Because now I'm unliked by Steve, whoever this person is.
It turns out that Ahmad's little sister has another imaginary friend named Margaret. But even creepier, he learns that for some reason, her old friend Steve just doesn't like him.
Wait, so why have you drawn this for?
But Steve doesn't like you.
Steve doesn't like me.
Oh, God, that's so
Ahmad
awesome.
is now a little freaked out. He says that after this last visit with his little sister, the drawings are just getting a bit
Definitely
too
deserves an
creepy for
Academy
him.
Award right
He
there.
says
This
that
is
he
great
won't be
acting.
checking in with another update on Steve. Or Margaret, for that matter.
Margaret got a
Dang.
fucking crazy showering gun going on here. Hold on.
Another update on Steve. Or
Look at that, bro. She's gonna put him in a genjutsu for sure. Holy. Oh, the camera demon's got the quality again.
Margaret, for that matter. The hanging hands. The woman is running a
No
daycare out
hanging
of her
hands.
quiet suburban home. It's an average day, and the kids are laughing and playing nearby. Everything seems normal. But then things start to get a little spooky.
The best thing ever was when you had recess in kindergarten stuck inside, and then you had all of those blocks. The amount of castles that me and my friends would build with blocks. Crazy. That is a dangerous place for that fish tank. One loose toy flying across the room, hitting that fish tank, is a catastrophe waiting to happen. And you got the homework table right there. I would put the fish tank here. Why isn't the fish tank in the living room, bro? You got the fish tank right next to the playroom. Oh, it's a daycare. Bro just got a visit from Steve.
A little boy comes running out of one of the nearby rooms, screaming in fear. The daycare provider hurries over and asks him what's wrong.
Bro is
He's
just
too
spooked.
terrified to speak. He just points at the open door. Cautiously, the woman goes to check it out for herself.
Gonna turn the corner and Steve is gonna be there. Imagine she screams and runs out of the daycare. Whoa. She should be fired for scaring the kids with some fishing string like that.
Were you in there? Were you in there?
No.
Who knocked us over? Who knocked us over?
Maybe it was just air.
While the woman
That is the smartest kid in that whole preschool. Maybe it was just air.
is in the room investigating, a heavy child's
Hell
playhouse
yeah.
suddenly tips over
He said heavy. Those things are not heavy. You can literally, like, flick them and they'll fall over.
on its side. The crash startles her and leaves the children a bit confused. But here's where things get very,
That kid who said maybe it's just air is gonna be a NASA engineer when he's older.
very creepy. Because, did you see it? Viewers of the video point out that there are two creepy little hands reaching down from above
I quit. I quit. You can't even pretend that that's actually anything.
the door. The hands look to be about
Where?
the size of a child's, and they
What do
pull
you
back
mean?
and disappear just as the little boy runs from the room. Now, the daycare provider's daughter who posted the
Oh,
video
maybe.
says that she didn't even know.
I see it when it's further away, and you could, in my, like,
Now, the daycare
in my sample on the stream on the right.
provider's
Yeah.
daughter who posted the
But,
video
like-
says that she didn't even notice these little hands until someone pointed them out in the video comments.
You know what it could be? It could be a gecko. Depending on where they are, like my aunt who lived in Texas, when I was over there, there was like a gecko on the ceiling, so there could be like two geckos on the ceiling right
This is
there.
the room. The crazy thing about
And
this
the kid was freaked out because the gecko scared him. And he was like, "Ew, they're slimy," and he ran away. And then the other geckos were like, "Oh shit."
is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway of like the doorway, and I guess in the video, you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that.
The young woman says that she is also confused as to how the child's playhouse could just turn over.
Firstly, we have the house, and obviously you guys saw that it fell, but the other thing I wanted to point out was that it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any
Cap.
sense that it would just fall on its own like that.
But the story gets even creepier as the daycare provider's daughter explains just why the little boy ran out of the room in the first place.
It was Steve.
The main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here. We have this covered up for a reason.
Nope. Fire her. She needs to be fired. Fire her. That is grounds for termination. Oh yeah, by the way, you're dropping your kid off. I just want to let you know that we keep a haunted artifact here in the back of the playroom. So, yeah, it's a mirror. It's said to trap the souls of children in it. I just wanted to let you know, and you need to sign this waiver before dropping your kid off. Just a little disclaimer to keep us protected legally. But just want to be sure. Thank you for choosing Golden Sunshine Smiles for your daycare center, and we'll see you at 4 o'clock to pick up your child.
Apparently,
Come on!
The little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
A few days later, and the daughter noticed
No,
something
that malarkey.
weird on
That
the
is bullcrap.
CCTV. As she is watching, the
Dang,
child
the
security
same-
gate just seems to unlatch
The same fishing string that pulled the house down.
and open on its own. She heads into the room to investigate, but she's not ready for what she finds.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
Were you just casually sitting there watching the security cameras for no reason after hours?
Do it again.
She said, do it again. You didn't even give the ghost a chance, man.
Like, yeah, okay. Do it again. I'll wait.
Oh, hold on, was the latch open before?
Not ready on its own. As she is
Oh, it just wasn't closed all the way. Yeah, that, why would... If you have those gates there, why wouldn't you close it all the way?
Do it. Do it again. Open the gate.
I missed it. I was too busy looking at my camera. Wait, did the drawer open?
Open the gate.
I'm so confused. What happened? Nothing happened! That was so stupid.
As she is recording the child
What
tape and
happened?
trying to encourage any nearby spirit to open it again, something suddenly moves under the sheet covering the vanity.
Where?
It almost open it again. Something suddenly moves under the sheet covering the vanity. It almost looks like a finger poking underneath. The movement is slight, but the young woman notices it immediately.
That is so dumb.
And
That
just
is the
makes a
dumbest thing
run
ever.
for it. The woman and her mother now believe that the little child's vanity was the cause
Hey, little Susie, do you have a toy that moves on its own that I could put under here?
of all the paranormal activity. They say that they have now sold the little wooden vanity to someone on Facebook
Over.
Marketplace. Someone who actually wanted to buy the vanity just because it might be haunted. But was this actual paranormal activity?
Did it sell?
And if not, then just what are these bizarre little hands that seem to reach down
Does it
from
sell?
the
Because
ceiling?
I'll buy it.
You
I'll buy it right
decide.
now. Does she ship? Yes.
If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. The Invisible Guest. Tristan says that his house in France is haunted by
Hey,
a very
Tristan, it's
active
you.
poltergeist. He often hears footsteps and sees things moving on their own.
Wow, the door is moving. Oh my word, the door is moving. I repeat, the door is moving. Oh, whoa, did you see that orb, man? Hold on. That's kind of cool. That does not... That doesn't behave as a dust particle does. I mean, that second one, maybe. What? Some advanced fishing string techniques going on in here.
After having a psychic medium come over to cleanse his house, the paranormal activity only gets worse.
You know what? There's some crazy Doflamingo action right here.
After it gets worse.
I'm gonna use that from now on. Damn, bro went crazy with the string fruit. Three knocks.
Late one night, Tristan
Better
hears
call
strange
Ed and Lorraine
aggressive
Ward.
banging coming from his hallway. He grabs his phone and starts filming as he goes to check it out.
What is that flooring, dude? That's gotta be the ugliest flooring. The kitty! Kitty! Go on, kitty, get the ghost. Get the ghost, kitty. Open it. Open it, let's see. Oh no, your buddy just ran away. Go on, get in there. Let's see, go right behind the door. Come on. Turn to the left a little. We can't see the full room. Oh, now his buddy is slipped out behind him. I don't know. I actually feel like you couldn't really hide well behind there.
The bathroom door handle is
I wish I had
rotating
a door
wildly
handle
as
like
his
that, because I'd
cat
try to
stares
rig
on
up a
in
way to
fear.
make it do that.
Tristan approaches the door cautiously when suddenly it swings open and there's no one inside.
I wouldn't necessarily say the cat was in fear. The cat more was like, what the hell is going on?
Cut to a few nights later, and Tristan says that some shoes in the kitchen hallway had moved on their own. So he sets up a camera to film down the hallway while he and his girlfriend watch TV
Not
in
the
the other room.
shoes.
His camera catches something that is pure nightmare fuel.
Oh, one more time. Hey, bud, could you go, homie, could you go into the room and toss this shoe basket out real fast? I just want to get a clip real quick. Wait.
Camera to film down the shoes in the kitchen hallway had moved on their own. So he sets up a camera to film
Okay,
down
so he pre-set up the camera like he knew it was just gonna happen. Chat, every time I've seen a ghost, or possibly have maybe potentially could have schizophrenically seen a spirit of the aether, I've never had a camera at the ready. The odds of it catching like this is just so astronomical, and every time I'm like, you know what, let me get my camera out, nothing happens. Except that one time on Instagram when we went to an abandoned place and that door moved by itself. But we were filming just in general because we were urbexing, so I was just filming everything. So obviously that makes sense. But to just be in my home, yeah, I'm gonna set my camera up. I'm just gonna start setting. This is why I want security cameras, or why I like security camera ghost footage, because while they're so easy to fake, it's still slightly more believable because your security cameras are rolling 24/7. I have to pee so bad. Is there a way to zoom? I don't think there's a way to zoom. Did that not? What is going on? Oh my god, the screenshot would be absolutely tiny. We can cook it. It's Walter White. Oh no. How
A box
goofy,
flies
dude.
out of a storage shelf and slams into the wall. Tristan goes to investigate, but he doesn't find anything. However, did you see it? When Tristan checks his footage later and zooms in on the doorway, there's a strange transparent apparition just standing there. The figure is small, about the size of a child, and it quickly glides off into the hallway.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
The figure is small, about the size
That's
of a transparent
that's some good
apparition
Adobe After
just
Effects
standing
editing right there, but
The
dang.
figure is small, about the size of a child, and it quickly glides off into the hallway. The figure is small, about the size
Now
of a
that
child.
looks like somebody
Quickly
hunched
gli-
over, like they out there like this. That's what that looks like.
Glides off into the hallway.
Oh my god.
Immediately after, the box violently flies off the storage shelf.
Oh, that was before the box flew.
These days, Tristan says nothing seems to be working to get rid of the poltergeist that haunts his home, and that now he's just.
What did he
planning to
try
move
though?
out.
It didn't even say that he tried to
The
do
curse
anything.
of room 112.
Okay, before we get into this, I really have to pee. I'll be right back up. February, goofball. Dude, I just realized the room and my shirt matches Nuke, and the red light matches Nuke's top 5 color scheme. That was not on purpose. My lights are just broken and stuck on green for the rest of eternity. I need another drink. Hold on. I know I just came right back. Oh, Lord! Nothing. Anything? Oh man.
At a quiet nursing home, staff member Camila Torres says that there's one room that no one dares to stay in anymore.
Room 112.
Room 112. Camila says that room 112 is notoriously known as, quote, the death room. You
The
see,
death
every
room.
resident who stays in that room experiences sudden medical issues that often send them to the hospital. And
Me
sometimes
too.
they don't survive. The nurses and staff at the home say that they get chills just walking past the room door. Now, eventually, things got so bad that room 112 was just left empty. But it seems that something is still inside. One night, the nurses are creeped out as the call alarm in room 112 suddenly goes off, as if a resident inside is pressing the
Is that real? Like, would an actual professional business be like, yeah, we don't use room 112 anymore, it's haunted?
emergency button for help. But again, there's not supposed to be anyone in room 112.
I hope they checked it, because what if somebody did need help and that was the closest room to them?
Yes. Did you just get that on camera? No. Stop. No, I'm not following you anymore. I don't like
No,
this.
we can't see anything because
No, I
you
don't
jerked
like
your
this. I don't
phone.
like this. I don't like this. This is insane right now.
The emojis are so unserious for the situation. Someone could be dying!
Okay, you're gonna stop this right now.
Why is the camera so out of focus? We'll turn off the call button first. Oh, it's in the toilet. The ghost was having a crazy poop.
Camilla watches the CCTV as the heavy door to room 112 slowly closes by itself. She and
I mean,
her
I
coworker
guess.
go to investigate, but as expected, there's no one there.
There was a lot of time in between that security footage and them going to the room. They could have just had their friend activate the call button because they're bored and this is a night shift and they're like falling asleep at the desk. They're so bored. So the rest of the staff is like, let's make a ghost video. So one of the staff members goes in there, clicks the call button, closes the door, and then gets out of the room for in between the security camera and them walking over there.
Cut to a week later. Residents of the nursing home are enjoying a visit with a therapy dog. Suddenly, things take a very creepy
I love golden
turn.
retrievers.
Where's your other sucker?
The dog just goes ballistic and takes out all the old ladies.
He said,
He just left. He's like, oh, you'll smell funny. No, it's room 112! No, never.
Really?
No, that's fake. There's no way. That doesn't... Okay, that does not sound like it's coming from the dog. That sounds like it's added in post.
The normally calm therapy dog suddenly becomes very agitated. It just walks
That's a
away from
lot
the
of
group and heads
effort.
down the hall.
This is one of those situations where, like, yeah, it could easily be fake, but it's like, are you really going to go through that effort? Especially when there's actual elderly patients that need a therapy dog and to be entertained for you to pull off a fake ghost stunt. Unless you got all the old people in on it and they're like, hey, Cheryl, we're going to make a YouTube video. Like, that's the pitch you give them.
All straight to room 112.
No,
the dog
dude,
stands
that's
at the
too
doorway,
much.
looking inside and whimpering as if it is staring at something disturbing in the darkness.
And if it is
Something
faked
that
that
no one
way,
else
that's
can see.
so unnecessary and
As word about
unethical.
haunted room 112 begins
Essentially,
to spread,
maybe. I don't know.
the
Maybe it was
nursing
one of the
home
elderly
residents
ideas.
start to get a little freaked out.
One of the old
One
people
woman
kind of came up
decides
with
to
the
perform
idea
a religious
because they got
cleansing
bored.
ritual on the room, and she asked Camilla to record her so that she can share it with her Catholic friends group on Facebook. The
Please
video
don't tell me it's
captures
one of the
something that
residents.
is downright chilling.
Throwback to 2019. This is the post you make when your first original post didn't get enough views, so you're reposting it with the throwback to 2019 when a resident asked me to record her cleansing of the death room. Because the first one didn't get enough praise, and then you're hoping this time the caption will reel them in with the throwback to 2019. So, old strat.
Heavenly Father,
I ask for your divine presence to fill this space.
She's doing it wrong. You have to go in there.
Through every room, cleansing this home of any
They're not going to hear you through the corporeal barrier.
Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall.
Also, what do they got to do with the lights off? Turn the lights on.
Surrounding it with your angels, and shielding it from harm and evil. May every door be a passage to your grace, and every window open to your
That's
presence.
crazy.
Did you see it?
No, I
As
missed
the
it.
resident recites a prayer at the door of room 112, the rosary beads in her hand are suddenly yanked by some invisible force. The woman doesn't notice and continues her prayer.
How long were they walking down this hallway?
Group on Facebook.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a lot of fishing string. That's a lot of fishing string to set up ahead of time.
Fear or unrest. Let peace dwell in every corner, and love be the foundation of every wall. Bless this home with your protection. In Jesus.
The rosary beads in her hand are suddenly yanked by some invisible force. The woman doesn't notice and continues her prayer, but when they watch the footage back, they notice the strange
You'd have to let out
jerk
like
on
a
the beads,
whole
almost
line.
as if something was trying
And
to
as
snatch
she's saying the
them
prayers,
right out of her hands.
the person's in the
Camilla
dark room
says
like,
that to this day, haunted room 112 still remains empty. Dark reflections. The recent film,
yanks.
The Conjuring: Last Rites, is based
Aw,
on Ed and
yeah.
Lorraine Warren.
We watched this one. It's actually not that bad. Recently, the Last Rites. It's pretty cool. It's not really scary. I don't think any scary movies are scary anymore, but it's definitely like a cool paranormal film.
Investigation of the infamous Smurl haunting in West Pittston, Pennsylvania. Jack and Janet Smurl claimed a demonic presence tormented their family for over a decade, filling their home with strange noises, chilling screams, moving objects, and even physical attacks. Since the movie's release, many people have gone back to revisit real footage that was shot inside the...
Dude, this is gonna be cool. I don't think the mirror was in the actual case. Like the mirror that's in the movie. Spoilers, there's a mirror, a creepy mirror that only a grandma and grandpa would think looks cool. Like if you saw this mirror, you'd be like, oh, thanks. And if they didn't live with the grandparents, I would have thrown that shit out immediately. But apparently throwing it out curses you and you puke up glass. But
Smurl house.
it is a creepy movie. It's actually it's one of the better ones in recent times because the last few weren't that good. Weren't that good.
Oh!
That's it, folks.
Oh!
Thought you can imagine.
Oh!
Some crazy fishing string action from the 70s
One
with
particular
Connor
clip
and
has
Lorraine Warren.
unsettled many viewers. In it, Lorraine Warren gives a tour of the Smurl home, pausing at a closet where the family often heard unexplained loud and insistent knocking.
This is the closet area, and especially in the back of the
This is a nice little Halloween
where
bit,
they
seeing some
repair
original footage.
much of the rack
I didn't know this was out here.
takes place in this bedroom.
And here's where things get really creepy. Look closely as Lorraine Warren reaches for the closet door. Her reflection in a nearby mirror looks just wrong. Her face appears dark and distorted, and her eyes have gone black.
That's just old camera. That's just old
some
camera.
believe that she may have been channeling the dark
That's
entity
spooky,
that haunted
yes,
the home.
but that's coincidental with just
What do you
old
think?
technology.
Whispers in the dark.
Because
What?
the
What do you
reflection
think?
angle still makes sense. It almost looks like it's looking at us away from, like, it looks like she would be looking this way more, and it's more looking like this way more. But it makes sense. It's possible that reflection could line up, and it just the eyes, like, look at the quality of everything. Like, look at the saturation, the contrast of, like, this sweater right here compared to the eye socket area. That genuinely is just coincidence with just the quality of old cameras. But that also was like 90% of spooky footage
Lorraine
back
Warren
in the day.
loud and insistent knocking. Closet where the family in
Like,
it,
let's
Lorraine
look
Warren
at
gives
it
a tour of the
on
Smurl home,
slowed down.
pausing at a closet where the family often heard unexplained loud and insistent knocking.
This is the closet area, and especially in the back
No, that's
of
just the camera.
closet
When it's not paused at a creepy moment, coincidentally, it just looks fine.
In this bedroom.
And here's where things get really creepy. Look closely as Lorraine Warren
Because playing
reaches
it
for the
back at
closet
full
door.
speed, it's like
Her reflection
whatever.
in a nearby
But when you
mirror
slow it down
looks
like that, you're like, yeah,
just
obviously it looks
wrong.
creepy.
Her face appears dark and distorted, and her eyes have gone black. Given Lorraine Warren's reputation as a psychic empath,
And I'm wondering if this was known. What's up, Mac? I'm wondering if this was known or pointed out at the time of this investigation, or if this is something after the fact that people rewatching the footage freaked out about. But it's genuinely just
for the
it's just
door.
old
Her
camera
reflection
quality.
in a nearby mirror looks just wrong. Her face
Yeah,
appears
when you slow it
dark and
down,
distorted,
obviously. But again, watching it at full speed, it's like whatever.
and her eyes have gone black. Given Lorraine Warren's reputation as a psychic empath, some believe that she may have been channeling the dark entity that haunted the home.
We are watching Nuke's Top 5 Ghosts Caught on Camera spooky videos for Halloween. You missed a riot of a stream earlier. Definitely watched the VOD earlier because I did some fishing string tricks to imitate my own ghost footage. It was pretty funny.
But what do you think? Whispers in the dark. Proud mother Jacqueline says that some strange things have been happening since she and her two daughters moved into their new home. At first, her oldest daughter told her that someone was whispering to her at night as she tried to fall asleep. The little girl said that she couldn't understand what the person was saying or even whether the voice was male or female. On another evening, her daughter said that she heard someone calling her name from downstairs.
Mommy,
Now,
I
at
hear
first,
ghosts.
Mom Jacqueline just dismisses these claims as a child's imagination. But then one day, she catches something on her living room camera that is truly disturbing.
Dude, the amount of time I've just like thought I've heard somebody and nobody was there. It's just, your brain just does that sometimes. Oh no, it's a fishing string! Not even fazed by it. That girl's got guts, because if I was the same age that happened, I'd be running up those stairs. I'd be sprinting up these stairs. Okay.
Jacqueline's daughter is playing at their table when suddenly a toy comes bouncing across the floor towards her, almost as if thrown by something. The girl goes to check it out, and then a plastic bag falls to the ground. Now, either of those could be written off as a simple coincidence. But then things get kinda weird. The little girl suddenly cries out and clutches her arm before running upstairs in tears. Later, she tells her mom that something grabbed her, and when Jacqueline looks, there's a fresh red scratch on her daughter's arm.
It's more of a bruise,
Jacqueline
not a
says
scratch.
that looks,
What is the
there's a
security
fresh
footage
She tells her out and clutches her
camera angle, though? Like, you just got the security camera chilling on your fireplace stand?
arm before running up.
It's a weird spot
Jacqueline
to put it.
says that both of her children now sleep in bed with her. So, is there something sinister haunting Jacqueline's new home? Tell me what you think down in the...
I remember when I was like 10, I heard some random man say goodnight in my ear in the middle of the night, and it scared the crud out of me, and there was nobody. Dude, I've had that happen too. I swear I've been laying down before and have heard somebody say goodnight in my ear. That's freaky. Yeah, stuff like that, like, that happened a lot when I was a kid. I just remember there was probably like 4 incidences that I remember, and one is related to a story I told earlier in the stream where I was talking about how I was in the playroom of my old house and I saw an apparition that looked exactly like my cousin, even though my cousin had ran upstairs. So, but also in that playroom, I swear I heard somebody yell the word yellow, like just like the color yellow, like a yellow. And dude, that freaked me out so much. I've heard somebody say hello while I was sitting at the edge of my bed at my old condo several times. I've heard the goodnight while laying down. But yeah, that stuff happened all the time as a kid. And I'm wondering, I gotta ask some of my friends if they've ever heard voices when they were children, because I feel like that's just something that happens when you're a kid. You know, your brain's developing, you got some crazy synapses going on up there, or it's a ghost.
Haunted housekeeping. A woman named Sarah says that she works as part of the cleaning staff at a nursing home. Now, to avoid any confusion, while Sarah usually speaks Spanish in her videos, this nursing home is actually located in Arizona in the U.S.
Trabajo en una área donde
what does that have to do with speaking Spanish?
Vienen a morir los viejitos que están solos, que no tienen familia, y es que se escuchan demasiados ruidos. Y es que está terriblemente oscuro, o sea, está solo, apagan las luces, se abre el elevador, es una cosa espantosa.
Sarah says that since she has been working at the nursing home, she has heard and experienced many strange things.
I'm gonna go work at a nursing home just to find spooky paranormal things.
Hello?
What? Wait, hold on. That is a crazy door. It's got the double doorknob action. Why? For what purpose? It's like somebody installed the doorknob and they realized, oh, they put the lock on the wrong side, so they had to drill a new, instead of switching it around, because it's one of those angled ones, so it can only go one direction. So instead of switching it around, they had to drill a new hole in the door and put another doorknob up there.
Hello?
Double doorknob action.
Y no hay nadie en el piano. No mames. No hay nadie y lo estoy escuchando.
That's kind of cool.
One day, while Sarah is working alone in the nursing home, things take a terrifying turn. She starts to hear strange, unexplained screams echo.
You know what would be a fire video? If you played through one of these. I remember spending the night at my friend's house, and sorry, my mic's kind of blocking thing. He was saying some creepy stuff, and it was in a whisper, and he said something about me dying, and I asked him, he has no idea. Dude! Okay, so my friend Mason, who funnily enough is my neighbor now, my friend Mason, one time we were sleeping over at his house, and he fell asleep before anybody else, and he always like slept on his back. And this dude straight sat up and stared at Jacob, but he was asleep, his eyes were closed, and he's like facing Jacob, and he just went, "Jacob, I'm gonna kill you," and then laid back down, and we were all like, what? This is the funniest moment ever. We all erupted into laughter. We told him about it the next morning, and he had no idea. I'm gonna bring it up to him on Saturday when we do our Halloween thing. That's crazy. But also at that house that happened, Mason's house, his dad's condo, I woke up one time, we were having a sleepover because of a school project, and it was just 3 of us, right? So I'm laying on the air mattress, he's in his bed, and our other friend Tom is in the other bed. Yeah, poor Jacob. So I'm laying there, and I woke up in the middle of the night because I thought that Mason had got up from his bed to go to the bathroom. So I thought he was jumping over the air mattress to get over the air mattress because I was kind of like blocking. It was a small room, so it was blocking the doorway. So I woke up to a figure jumping over the mattress, and I was like, okay, it's just Mason going to the bathroom. I look over, Mason's still asleep. I was like, okay, then it was Tom going to the bathroom. I sit up, Tom's still asleep. And I'm like, what? So I told that story, and funnily enough, it led to us doing ghost hunting. This is back when the iPod Touch was a thing, so we downloaded a ghost radar on the iPod Touch, and we did a ghost hunting in his house, only to find nothing except like just us goofing around. But yeah, I've seen some spooky stuff. I've seen a lot of spooky stuff. I told a lot of stories throughout, not just this stream, but just past streams in general, of just like creepy things happening, and like, that's what I'm saying, like, paranormal stuff doesn't really happen the way it does in these videos, or, like, in the movies, or in Zach Bagans' Ghost Adventures. I feel like the more experience of it happens. I don't know if it's just me, but when something happens, I'm like, yeah, that was creepy, and then I just continue on with my day. Like, a ghost could walk into frame right behind me right now, and I would be like, damn, did you see that? Bro, I think we just caught a ghost on camera. That would be it, and then I would continue streaming. I'd be like, yeah, I'm freaked out a little bit, but then, like, I'm definitely scared, but, like, My grandpa told me a long time ago, why are you so afraid? What's the ghost going to do? Stick his arm through your stomach and go, ooh. Oh, man.
Through the halls.
Demons are a whole nother contention of maybe, but also, I don't know, man. But what would be a cool video is to take like clips from Nuke's Top 5, like watch Nuke's Top 5 video, and then like, okay, so here's this clip, here's what happens in the clip, and then it cuts to us in a similar location / scenario, and we try to replicate the clip using like fishing string or like any other practical effects we could think of in the moment to replicate the supposed ghost caught on camera video. I feel like that would be a really cool series. I just need like money to go places, and I doubt any nursing homes are just going to be like, yeah, come film a YouTube video. But you could go to like a similar space with similar stores with similar doors to try to replicate things. That would be a sick series.
Hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas que caminan, que hablan.
The wheelchairs are talking. Okay, what are the odds she's talking about that exact scenario happening and then the cart moves? Like, the staff is just bored here. Yeah, doesn't even show the door frame or anything to show that, like, oh yeah, there's nobody here that pushes the cart. I live in Arizona right now, so far I think stuff would happen in Tucson and maybe Mesa. I don't even know what those locations are. Hold on, let me pull that up. Tucson, Arizona. Did I spell that right? Is that actually spelled like that, or is it spelled like this? Or maybe it was a typo in the chat. Oh my god. We're having a meltdown. My keyboard is haunted. The Hyundai Tucson. No, it's gotta be typo. It's probably C. Oh yeah, this is definitely like paranormal alien territory for sure. This looks like you would go UFO watching on this bridge here. This reminds me of that Scooby-Doo movie where they found aliens. Yeah, he just does. Okay, yeah, it's probably like this. Actually, you know what? Let's, paranormal. Tucson, Arizona has numerous haunted locations, with the Hotel Congress often cited as the most haunted place in the city. Other reportedly haunted places include Fox Theater, Fort Lowell Park, Colossal Cave, I'm not even trying to pronounce that, theater, and Old Tucson Studios. Tucson's most haunted. Hell yeah. And then we got Mesa, Arizona. Oh yeah, definitely prime desert alien territory. What, is that a pyramid? Oh, conspiracy theory. Or what's the X-Files? That's a little sus right there. Oh Lord, the haunted water park. Yeah, Arizona is definitely like I would strike as a UFO location. Yeah, I saw a UFO in Oregon. Was that anything? And saw like the flashing lights, how people described. I've okay. I don't want to sound schizo, but like I've literally seen almost everything besides like cryptids and Bigfoot, I guess. But we were laying down one time stargazing, me and two of my friends, and my friend Natalie, the one who's like the most into aliens, of course, was the one that didn't see it because she was sitting up with her face buried in her phone, like watching TikToks. And we're laying there staring at the sky, and I kid you not, this like blue orb like flew over us, a big blue like light, and then it just went real fast, like out of frame. And I was like, I looked at my friend Natalie. I was like, dude, did you see that? She goes, yeah. So we sat up really fast and we're like, Natalie, did you see that? And Natalie was just like, pushes her glasses up. No. And we're like, dude, you just missed a UFO. And it's like, how could she have missed it? Because it wasn't like far off into the sky or anything. This thing was like, it seemed like it was hovering right above where the house was, like maybe 30 feet max, and it was huge. But yeah, usually desert air regions like this are Arizona, are like UFO spots, which is funny. It's just because there's open sky and it's easier to catch things. Phoenix, Arizona. Paranormal. I'm still in photos. I was so confused. It reminds me of a monster we have in Arizona. I would call it the mulligan. With the mulligan or mulligan monster. Arizona Bigfoot. Hell yeah. Hold on, let me pull that up. Lord have mercy. Look at this dude. He's almost as hairy as I am. Wow. Ape-like creature. Oh god, I love all this stuff. Similar to Bigfoot, it is described as large, hairy, and often is associated with strange sounds, strong odors, and unexplained footprints. Despite numerous anecdotal reports spanning over a century, no credible scientific evidence exists to prove its existence, as per usual. That's so funny. East Valley Paranormal HQ. Messa's haunted house. What I think is crazy is, I don't know if you know anything about like Ed and Lorraine Warren, but Matt Rife just purchased their haunted, or I think did Lorraine die recently? Whoever was in ownership of all the artifacts from The Conjuring, Matt Rife bought all of them. And it's so funny. HBO is coming out with the Conjuring TV series, because why not? You know, they're good enough. It would be so funny if Matt Rife played a role in the Conjuring TV series. If he was an actor, like, in the show, that would be fire. But I was also thinking it would be funny if just every episode opens with him, like, being a narrator to the intro of the episode. Strange Noise just described in a camp and trashed everything. Yeah, I don't know, man. Being just out in the campsite and hearing a strange noise. Are there bears in Arizona? Hold on. We're into deep now. Arizona bears? Question mark? Oh, black bears. This is probably a black bear. The only species in America, a black bear. Wait, what? That can't be right. No, the only species American black bear. Okay, I thought I was saying there was only black bears. I was like, what about grizzlies, dude? Common in Arizona. That's so crazy. I thought it would be too hot in Arizona for black bears. True, it could have been anything. Could have been the reptilians or a Wendigo. I think I have a video on my channel where I tell a story about the time I saw a Wendigo. I'm not going to retell that story. Yeah, you have bears. I'm not going to retell that story. If you're interested in hearing the story of the time I saw a Wendigo, it's on the channel. It's a little bit older. I'll even plug it real quick. Shameless plug time. Moist critical. Wow, this is going to be far, far down. Oh, here it is. The Ohio Wendigo. The time I saw a Wendigo. You know, sitting at a pretty 60 views, which is way more than I thought, because, man, do I sound crazy in this one. But I told a good story about the Wendigo. Yeah, dude. Wendigos and skinwalkers are my favorite. This story that I tell is the whole reason I even know what a Wendigo is. Because prior to this experience, we had no idea what a Wendigo was. And so we just had to, like, look up what we saw, and it was the Wendigo. So, as soon as I'm done with this Nuke's Top 5 video, I'm going to end the stream, because I had been streaming for, like, 4 hours. But this is, the Wendigo story. And if you're interested in the ghosts, me and my friend Giovanni, we do ghost react footage. I have a whole playlist for it. And spooky stuff. And, you know, Halloween's right around the corner. So I was like, I gotta run. I'm mostly an Airsoft channel. Which, if you are subscribed, you probably already know that. But, oh yeah, these are the other channels I was doing research into. Where were we? The first tab. First tab. Letting it ride. Maybe we'll do one more video. I still got a lot of energy in me.
No puede ser, ¿escucharon? Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de
I already forgot what happened.
As Sarah searches the hallways, she doesn't hear it, but there is a strange voice that sounds like an older woman whispering, "I see you."
Oh, okay. No, don't hear it.
Then, out of nowhere, a cart rolls across one of the activity rooms
maybe.
completely on its own. Sarah says that just then she felt someone touch her back.
Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad.
And with that, Sarah has had enough. She just gets out of there. So, what do you think? Did Sarah capture evidence of a haunting in the critical care wing of the nursing home? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Realistically, they were bored.
Scurry videos. Once again, these are videos that are kind of scary,
ones.
but maybe a little silly, a bit funny, or just kind of weird. First up, a ghost hunter in Malaysia tries to provoke a spirit into showing itself. He stands up on a table and dares the ghost to push him off. What happens next leaves him speechless.
Why is bro out here in full kit? Hold on. Bro has got the bulletproof vest. He is ready for spiritual warfare.
Provoke the spirit into showing itself. He stands up on a table and dares the ghost to push him off. What happens next leaves him speechless.
Engkau apa kau buka langkah engkau buang aku sekarang guna ni. Cepat kau buka.
Oh. Yep, I felt that one.
Next up, somewhere in Vietnam, two girls who work in an
It turns out he didn't need to be afraid of the ghosts. He had to be afraid of his own foolishness.
air-conditioned clothing store lie down on the floor to cool off. It was a terrible mistake.
The fabled rats in the pants.
A rat runs up one of the girls' pants and she has to Gangnam style it back out of there.
Nice.
Now, the weird thing I found out when researching this story is new fear
Warzone with
this
the ghosts.
Happens a lot.
Honestly, though, it is probably smart being geared up like that, especially if you go into abandoned places, because the only thing more scary than ghosts in abandoned places are actual people, and I would probably want protection too.
Dang. Wow, ran up my leg.
Jesse has caught a mouse.
In my pants.
That's so unsanitary.
Don't let it climb. Go ahead.
Oh my god. She's just playing around with it.
Oh my god.
Is that your mouse?
My mouse. Oh my god.
That is so wild. Them? There's multiple?
Oh gosh. It is? What the hell?
Wow. Thrilling.
So until next time, keep your legs crossed, and thanks for watching.